go slay this beat real quick. What's up, Net Soldiers under the Alliance, and welcome back to the video, guys. I just woke up and I just found out that Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 7 just released its official trailer. So we're going to do an reaction video to that. If you guys want to see more videos from me, please remember to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Also, I'm doing a whole Star Wars Clone Wars Explained video series. It's coming out, it's going to be dropping for the next couple weeks. So if you guys want to catch up on this series before it actually comes out, make sure to check out those videos. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But with that said, let's jump in.
Soon, the galaxy will be remade.
That's Maul. That's definitely Maul.
The Jedi and the Republic will die.
I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. Great care we must take.
Why would anyone walk away from being a Jedi? We were trained to be keepers of the peace, not soldiers.
We clones have mixed feelings about the war. Without it, we wouldn't exist.
That's true.
All part of the plan. The plan. Everything
Angry Anakin.
is about to change.
Okay. That's cool. I like that.
Every choice made has led to this.
Well, I'm pumped. I guess there's not really anything else to say. I was already gonna be pumped for this series, especially I'm rewatching them. Like I said, I'm doing like Star Wars Explained videos on them. But let's just kind of go over them, see a little breakdown on them, and see if what we can notice from this. So first off, let's begin with well, I guess this shot's just like a normal shot. So here is what is her name? Satine's sister. I can't remember the name right now. I haven't got to that part in Clone Wars yet, but I remember she is Satine's sister. She's looking over Mandalore. Definitely we're going to see the Mandalore arc. That was something that was people have been wanting to see for a long time. I know I've been wanting to see it, so it's pretty cool that they are doing that. So yeah, I think they actually had the Ahsoka book explain this, so I'm wondering how close to that canon they're going to stick, or if they're going to kind of do like their own thing. I'm kind of hoping they just don't be afraid to do their own thing, but it is technically a canon book, so they should follow that source material to a certain point, but I'm sure they're just going to throw little twists here and there. So that's going to be cool to see. It's going to be cool to see Mace and Obi-Wan kind of working together. If you look, they're actually wearing the same costumes now. Well, I shouldn't say costumes, but the same robes that they have in Episode 3. So that's cool. You know, it's kind of getting closer. If you look at the seasons of Clone Wars, as time goes on, the characters slowly look more and more like they do in Episode 3. So it's cool to see that they actually are staying like canonical like that. So I like that. I'm sure Commander Cody is somewhere in this squad, because as you see they have the yellow on them, so that's Commander Cody's squad. I think I see this might be Rex right here. Actually, I can't actually. He looks blue. That's why I'm thinking he's Rex, and all the rest of the guys are. I don't see Cody there. Huh? I wonder where Cody's at, but I'm almost certain this is Rex. It looks like him, so that's cool. It's cool to see Mace in action. I feel like Mace doesn't get that much action in this series yet. I mean, maybe I have to keep on watching enough, and I'll think differently. But yeah. So I'm thinking this. I don't know what planet this would be. For some reason, yeah, I can't point this one out. But during this time, around this time, the trailer, not Commander Cody, Captain Rex mentions about, how he, without the war, he wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? And as we know, from Rebels, Captain Rex actually gets his chip taken out. So I'm wondering if they're actually going to show that scene, or if he's going to just kind of fight it or something. I don't know. It's gonna be really cool. As we can tell from this trailer, we got Darth Maul looking angry, which is his best feature. So good to see that. Clone Wars all look. We have the clone here. We have some different Jedi. Oh, look right here. This is interesting. I didn't see this at first. You know what? This is that's Kanan Jarrus, Caleb Doom. I bet that's him because I think that's his master. I don't remember her name, but I remember from the Star Wars Rebels series that was his master. So that's cool. They put a little Star Wars Rebels nod into there. I think that's going to be something that people aren't going to really notice when they're looking over these and breaking them down. So that's pretty cool. So we have Mace Windu here, Darth Maul. Darth Maul looks like he is corrupting someone's mind. I can't tell whose mind that is. I can't see the face. I'm sure someone can probably point that out in the comments. We got Yodi. Oh, poor Yodi. He's so sad. Ahsoka on a speeder bike meets a pretty hardcore chick. Anakin Terra's not that long yet. Looks like they're teaming up, which is cool. Which will definitely get the Mandalore arc. That's one of the biggest things I wanted to see. So it's cool to actually see that go down. I'm just wondering how much they're going to stick to canon. In a way, I actually do like Star Wars Rebels, but in a way, I kind of wish that they would just not, they would kind of ignore that canon, because the reason why I want them to kind of ignore the canon of Star Wars Rebels is so then they can just kind of do whatever they want with this last season. Just kind of like, kill off who they want, go massive with things. Characters that we know survived into Rebels, they could actually die in this. I know they gotta respect the canon, but that's just how I personally feel. Next shot is of Anakin, who looks like he does in Episode 3. So yeah, we're definitely seeing that advancement into the future. Alright, so we got these different type of clones here. So this is Commander Cody. Right away, the animation does look a lot better. Like it still has its cartoony parts to it, but it looks a lot better. So that is something that I'm glad to see. I don't remember this clone's name. I haven't got to the point in the show, but yes, that is definitely the guy that Maul was just using that like mind trick on. So it's gonna be interesting to see which one of these guys. We know that Commander Cody, he doesn't get his chip out, but we know that Rex does, and it's possible that these two guys probably might get their chips out as well. Or this might have actually been the clone that was standing there with Obi-Wan and Mace, who takes over for Captain Rex when he gets his chip out. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's gonna be an interesting arc for them to explore. Okay, it looks like these might be. There's our clones we just saw. They're kind of all hanging out. This guy looks very Imperial. Oh my gosh, that's a very Imperial clone right there. Look at him. He's black and red. Super Imperial clone. Maybe some type of spec op. Perhaps an ARC trooper, an Imperial ARC trooper before they're actually Imperials. I don't know. They're fighting droids. This has like a dragon. So this scene is pretty much Maul and Ahsoka getting ready to battle. Angry Anakin, like I mentioned, you never like angry Anakin. You know what happens when you get Anakin angry? People die. So, and not just the men, but the women and the children too. So that's gonna be interesting to kind of see what happens. So we got Trench. I like Trench. He was part of the first episode of the Clone Wars, if you watch in chronological order. So it's gonna be cool to see like what he does. We like that. That's gonna be cool. I'm gonna guess Anakin's gonna wreck his day from that angry face, but we'll see. If you look here, we have the clones, and they have Ahsoka's colored on their heads. So I'm guessing these are the clones that are going to go with her to Mandalore. So that's gonna be cool to see. Like her own little battalion, made up of like part of the 501st. So we got Obi-Wan and Miss looking cool. I'm looking at the background. You can't really notice anything. I can't tell anything from that. This looks like it might be on Mandalore again. Yeah, this is more Mandalore. I'm hoping that arc is pretty big. I'm gonna guess that's probably gonna be like a 4-episode arc, which is a pretty big arc for Clone Wars. Ahsoka running off a wall. Rex. And okay, so this scene is interesting. So this tells us something. So people were wondering if season 7 was actually going to overlap with episode 3, and this is an example that it will. The reason for this is Padme is holding her belly, right? Anakin looks the exact same he does in episode 3. So my theory is that season 7 is actually going to take place. The beginning part is going to be leading up to episode 3, and then the second half of season 7 is going to be after, between the time of episode 3, when Dooku gets killed, between that time and when Anakin actually does turn to the dark side, because there's like a solid 9 months of time that the movie just kind of skips over. And the way you know that is because in the beginning of that film, Padme tells Anakin she is pregnant, and then in the end she has a baby. So you know that 9 months has passed in that only 2-hour film. So it's going to be interesting to kind of explore that time and see what exactly happens. From the canon so far, we know that Anakin was actually out at Mandalore fighting with Ahsoka and Obi-Wan before coming back to fight Dooku. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go about this. Yeah, and then so this looks like this might actually be the fight in the beginning of episode 3. I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. There is one part I was wondering how they're going to do the scene of Chancellor Palpatine getting captured. They kind of did it with the old 2005 miniseries, but that's not canon anymore, so I'm wondering if they're going to tackle that or not. And then, of course, we got the awesome face down between Maul and Ahsoka, the fight we've been waiting for. And we know that both characters survive, but it would be interesting if Ahsoka killed Maul. like that would be just out of the blue crazy. So it looks like we got an explosion of sorts. Maybe someone pulled the Holdo maneuver, even though that's a 1 in a million shot. More Ahsoka's clones, and then we have Ahsoka. So this is an interesting shot because look who's here. Okay, so we got Ahsoka. This looks like an Imperial. This whole thing looks Imperial. You know, this looks like something that you know, Vader would be hanging around. And then we have a wounded looking like he's wounded clone Rex. So I'm wondering if they're fighting on some type of like soon to be Imperial ship of sorts. I don't know. It's interesting. So I guess that's all we got. So yeah, there is my my brief little reaction and breakdown of this trailer. Guys, are you excited for this? What do you guys want to see in this? Do you want to see the Mandalorian? Mandalorian. Do you want to see the Mandalore arc? What type of other arcs do you guys want to see? Do you want to possibly see the like what happens between when Dooku dies and when Anakin turns to the dark side? You know, what do you guys want to see? Sorry guys, I try to make this video a little more like constructive, but like I said, I just woke up and this trailer just went up, so I wanted to get a reaction and breakdown as soon as possible. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please remember to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Like I said, if you want to catch up on the Clone Wars series without watching the entire episodes and kind of just, you know, skipping over the filler parts of them, go check out my series. I'll leave a link to those in the description below. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.